Okay, good. Now you're on example 3, solving equations with no solution. If you have remembered, when solving equations with variables on both sides, there are special cases. One was no solution, infinitely many solutions, and sometimes one solution. One solution is just like example number 1, example number 2. You just have one answer, x equals a number. But in this case, in example 3, you will not have any solution. The symbol that we used to show that, denote that kind of solution was this symbol, if you remember. So let's try the example and see if we can come up with no solution. As you can see, you have variable negative 4x on the left side, variable negative 4x on the right side. So we have to start with a side, pick a side. I'm going to actually start with the left side. Then I'm going to remove negative 4x, move it by adding 4x, because whenever you move, you have to add or subtract, and you do the same thing to the other side. Now notice what happens. This time, both variables on both sides cancel out. Negative 4x plus 4x is 0, negative 4x plus 4x is 0. They're 0 pairs. So you're left with 3 on the left side and negative 7 on the other side. And 3 can never be equal to negative 7. That is false. And this type of answer is no solution. When it is no solution, you have to state that it's no solution, and sometimes it will allow you to use this symbol with the circle and line through. Now this is no solution because the left side and right side are not the same. Now, that's a good reason. And in this step, we started with the variables. Now I'm going to show you another way, actually, to solve this equation, and you will get the same answer. But this time, instead of getting rid of negative 4x, I'm actually going to get rid of numbers first. For example, let's go back. Instead of getting rid of negative 4x, I'm actually going to start with negative 7. I just randomly pick a number from the right side. And I'm going to remove negative 7 by adding 7 on both sides. And I'm going to line up the numbers together. The negative 7 plus 7 is 0, so that cancels out. And you are left with 3 plus 7, which is 10, minus 4x is equal to negative 4x. And since I started with the right side, I removed negative 7x. Now I'm going to move to the left side, and I'm going to move the variable all to the other to get rid of negative 4x by adding 4x to both sides. Now this cancels out, and again, this negative 4x cancels out as well. And you have 10 is equal to 0, which again is not true because 10 can never equal to 0. So this gives you no solution once again, even if you started by getting rid of number on the right side instead of negative 4x. Good. So let's go on to the next video, example number 4, and you will see a case with infinitely many solutions.